Sing to the rock, sing to the tree, sing to the firefly lighting up the sky. Sing, sing to the sea.
Hello, I'm Mary Wheelan, and this is The Song, a show that features songwriters and their original songs. And today I am very pleased to present Joanne Lurgio.
You stood in your garden of roses. The stars were nicely aligned. All that you planted, taken for granted, never dreamed you'd leave it behind. When the ground below starts to rumble, the walls came tumbling down. Too late to hold on, it's already gone as your world swirls around. We cry for what's lost after it's gone. Maybe it's better this way. Rise from the storm, tattered and torn. There's hope in the light, a brand new day. And time has a way of forgetting, while the heart holds on to the pain. We live just surviving, no fire inside. You ready to make a change? You can be my companion when you're tired of walking alone. There's a place we can go nobody knows. We're setting down a heavy load. We cry for what's lost after it's gone. Maybe it's better this way. There's hope in the light, the brand new day. No worries, my dear, you won't hurt me. I've been already tattered and torn. I keep my heart safe in a sacred place, so I don't worry no more. We cry for what's lost after it's gone. Maybe it's better this way. Rise from the storm, tattered and torn. There's hope in the light, a brand new day. hair silver wiry and white, her hands ghostly and frail. She studies me through squinted eyes. At times she drifts away, but she returns like time stood still, recalling days gone by. Her mama said, don't worry when times get rough, Marie, now don't you cry. She said you'll still get to heaven if you don't know the way. You'll never win if you don't play. Every nickel, every dollar, every story has two sides. When it comes to love and luck, make no mistake, fate will decide. But I see Marie Thursdays at 3. We're strangers each time we meet. She says, you look familiar, have we met before? And she settles into her seat. I'm waiting on my husband to take me home. He's late, I hope nothing's gone wrong. But if you have room, if you don't mind, when you leave, would you take me along? So you still get to heaven if you don't know the way. You'll never win if you don't play. Every nickel, every dollar, every story has two sides. When it comes to love and luck, make no mistake, fate will decide. Marie holds wisdom beyond my years. She's hiding, locked inside. But Thursdays at 3 we sing joyfully, and I watch Marie come alive. She says, ooh, how I love you. She blows me a kiss. Oh, God bless your child, you're a heaven-sent gift. Please tell me when, oh, promise you'll come back again. Oh, you still get to heaven if you don't know the way. You'll never win if you don't play. Every nickel, every dollar, every story has two sides. When it comes to love and luck, make no mistake, fate will decide. Her mama said, don't worry when times get rough, Marie, now don't you cry. That's a good thing. I got my audience member in that chair there. Okay. Okay, this song is called Keep Love in Your Heart. It's a letter to my younger self. If I knew then what I know now. If I could sit down and write a letter to the young girl I once was, there are so many things I would tell her as her life has just begun. Don't rush, don't wish it'd be over. You can dream, you can reach for the stars, for you are your life's composer. Believe and you will go far. Your mom and your dad, they were once young. Now you walk in their shoes, and their words hold gemstones of wisdom and jewels peace and joy. But the grandest love that you'll know is when you hold your sweet baby boy. There are days you feel broken and lonely, but I swear you'll find where you belong. Every breath that you take is yours only, and you'll grow to be beautiful and strong. Don't be afraid when you walk in the dark. Don't let the rain fall, drown out your spark, and never lose faith in the woman you are. Always keep love in your heart. Always keep love in your heart. Always be kind to you. Always speak fun to you. Learn to let go. Remember, you're never alone. Don't be afraid when you walk in the dark. Don't let the rain fall, drown out your spark, and never lose faith in the woman you are. Always give love in your heart. Always keep love in your heart. Always keep love in your heart.
Well, Joanne, I'm so glad you could come up from Rhode Island today.
And you picked the perfect day.
Yeah, it's really nice weather. This is like incredible weather. I think it's going to break a record for the how hot it is
It was
today.
beautiful. You know what? I love driving the Mass Turnpike anyway.
Uh-huh.
I may be one of the few, but it's a beautiful, beautiful ride, and with the the sun
Yeah.
shining, it was nice.
Great.
So thank you for having me.
Yeah. Now, the very first song you did today was the title song of your third CD. You want to tell us something about your CD?
Rise from the Storm.
Yeah.
Rise from the Storm is my third CD, but it was really, for me, my coming out. That's what I kind of call it. My first two, it really is my coming out as a full-time musician, full-time songwriter. I spent a lot of time really working and getting it ready. I wanted my lyrics to be my best lyrics. So while I do love my other two albums, I'm really, really proud of this one. So.
Great. Yeah. Now, did you produce it yourself?
I
or
did
somebody
not.
else? No?
I recorded it at Lake West Recording in West Greenwich, Rhode Island. Jack Gothia
Oh, yeah.
was the producer and engineer. He's just real easy to work with, and he's got a great ear, so I trust him.
Yeah, good, good. Now, I know you through the Rhode Island Songwriters Association.
Yes, thank you for starting the organization. I don't know if everybody knows that you actually were the starter of that. And it's,
Well, one of the people,
yeah,
that got
well, it was
off
only
the
a
ground.
handful, right?
Yeah, well, it started out, there was a, Joyce Katzberg had a song circle that she used to do at Stone Soup on, I don't think it was Saturday or Sunday afternoons or something like that. And one time I went and I thought, well, I know there's songwriters here, maybe they were interested in having a songwriter association. So I just passed a paper and had the people sign up if they were interested. And so it started with, I think, about 10 people maybe at my house, to begin with.
Well, I tell the story all the time.
Yeah.
I'm now the vice president of that organization. And I think it's 24 years now.
It's a long time now, yeah.
I think it's 24 years, and yeah, it really has blossomed and and expanded. You say it started with 10. Right now we have 150 members, and from 9 different states and Canada, and so what you started has really grown into something very special. It really has.
Yeah. And lots of you mentioned an open mic that you do.
I host an open mic every Tuesday night in Cranston, Rhode Island. That would be tonight.
Yeah. and that's considered like one of a riser open mic kind of, or?
Well, it's not a rise. We kind of got away from the riser sponsored open mics. There are a lot of good open mics around. So people know that I encourage original music. So I really try to, I work with the owner, trying to keep it a listening room. It's not 100% listening room because it's a bar, it's a restaurant bar. But it is a safe place. People, songwriters know that they can come and feel comfortable doing their original music. It's always a supportive audience. So you can do covers, you can do whatever you like there, but you can be comfortable as a songwriter to come and do your original music. There's really not a lot of places in the Rhode Island area for, to go out in the night and play original music. So. Yeah,
so it's great that you're doing that.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that.
And that's in Cranston, Rhode Island, right?
Cranston, Rhode Island, the Pub on Park.
So that's in Park Avenue in Cranston.
There you go. Yes, and actually, the building's been there forever. It was known as the Legion Pub at one time, but it's the Legion Bowl. Half of it is a bowling alley, or 3/4 of it is an old bowling alley that's still up and running. But on the other side, it's been renovated, and it's a nice restaurant lounge.
So do you have sound effects from the bowling alley, like when somebody gets a strike or something?
No, there is a dart league that we try to coexist because they're having their fun. So we do the best we can. You know what? It's everybody's just out to have fun. But as the host, I'm really conscious of having a good experience making a good experience for the musicians and for the listeners, because now that the word's out, people know that this is a place they can listen to acoustic music. So the audience that's coming is not coming for background music. They're coming to hear,
to really
listen to the music. They love hearing the original music and even the covers. So I like to try to keep it as quiet as possible, just for respect, mutual respect. I don't want anybody to miss any good music. And as somebody up on stage, it's nice to have a nice audience, especially when you're a new person, a new player. I remember my first open mic with my legs shaking. I was scared to death. So I remember that. So I know how important open mics can be.
I remember once being at an open mic, and it was in the Boston area, Jamaica Plains, I think it was. And I remember I had a pair of shorts on because it was summer, and my knees, so everybody could really see my knees shaking.
It's
so
crazy.
Scared.
It's a learning curve. It really is. I've done music all my life, one form or another, whether it was choral work. I did musical theater for a while, but there's a whole different thing to be that person by yourself on stage. And I remember my first open mic, it was a Riza open mic, and at the time John Fusick was president, and Mary Amazzoni, I just met them. They were sitting in the audience, and I was like, oh God. Now we're all really good friends, and that was a long time ago, but so that's why I really enjoy the open mic and watching, people grow and mature as an artist.
And I find that open mics are just very inspiring, because you're going there and hearing music that, when it's original music, it's very often you're hearing very fresh stuff that's just been written. And it just seems so inspiring, So it's really great, and it's really wonderful that you do that, and you have that open mic, and
mutual gratification there.
Yeah. Now, you may be used to have, your shaking legs and everything, but you have won all sorts of awards since then, right? And I'm going to let people in on some of your awards. And you were named Motif Magazine's 2012 Female Vocalist of the Year. And your recording Nothing Remains the Same was named Album of the Year in 2010 from Motif as well. And let's see, you were considered Best Singer and Songwriter of 2007 and 2011 by Motif Magazine. So that's quite a few awards there.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, sounds pretty damn good to me. Yeah.
It's nice. There's always that thing, you don't want contests, but it's always nice to be acknowledged. It's really not so much about winning, but people recognize the music and they like it. So whenever there's any kind of a compliment, you say, well, all right, I did something right there.
And sometimes just somebody coming up after your performance and thanking you for performing.
Yeah.
That's really important. And so I'm going to say that to people out there in TV land. That, you know, if you go to a concert and, you know, you can be pretty sure that a lot of people, you know, locally performing are not getting paid that well. And so a thank you really can go a long ways to helping that person feel appreciated, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really makes a difference. So somebody, let's see, you were, somebody pointed out that you have a distinct Americana feel to your music, and that you move from country to bluegrass to folk and R&B to gospel, all with a bluesy undertone.
And that was my friend Mike Dunbar who wrote that.
Yeah.
That was, he produced my second album down in Nashville.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, and you know, I think the reason he could say that is because my second album wasn't meant to be an album. As a songwriter, I was writing songs with the hopes of getting good demos put together and pitching my songs. So I had selected songs, and I was part of a group, still am part of the group called the Just Plain Folk Music Organization. That was an online forum, joined years ago, but networking in any form, it is. I'm actually up for awards there this year for the first time, and that'll be in Los Angeles in August. But Mike had what was called a demo derby, and it's where we could all go down and send him our charts, and we could have our songs demoed. So I said, I'm going to do that, and I went down and I played my guitar and I sang and I had the band, and I'm noticing that other people, you know, they had a higher vocalist because they don't sing. You know, some people were just lyricists, some people were our musicians, and that's when I was learning the difference, and there's all kinds of songwriters. And I did it all. And I got through and I said, wow, I really like the way that sounds. So I got back in touch with Mike. I said, if you know, you can get all these same guys back in the studio. How about we do an album? You know, we had to change the contract because it was only for demos. Now I got my, you know, changed the license, work for hire. So now I owned all the masters, and so that's why there's a variation on all of the styles on the song there, because it wasn't supposed to be an album, but it all worked.
Good, very good, very good. Now, there's a quote from you here on here. If even for a moment I can make you laugh, cry, think, remember, or just forget the troubles of your day, then I have succeeded. Yeah,
I believe that. I believe if a song can touch somebody somehow, you know, if you can relate to it somehow, if you can say, I think she's talking about me. So when you said about somebody coming up to you and thanking you, it's, you know, in that song, those words, because I think that's what makes a really good song, is if, you know, working on that universal where you want it to be something specific that has feeling or meaning, but it can't just be
for you.
Yeah, so when you know that, you know, other people out there are all interpreting it their own way, you say, all right, I done something right there. Yeah, that makes me happy.
Well, I think you've done a lot of things right.
I'm trying. I'm learning. It's a work in progress.
Wow.
Yeah, very much so. Thanks to Riza.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Oh.
Thank you in that group.
That really just grew so fast, too. You know, once John got involved, John Fusick, it really, really got big. And he's very good at promoting things. And he's a graphic artist as well as a songwriter. And so he really got the word out about it.
Yeah, we actually had like a revitalization, you know. I mean, it's with any volunteer organization, things kind of ebb and flow. And we end up having a whole reconfiguration, and we updated our bylaws and had new boards. So Chuck Williams has been the president for a little while now. So keeping busy. And Mary Ann Rizzoni's still on the board.
Yeah, so people are still
they're coming
going
from all
strong.
over now. Yeah, they're coming from all over to be a part of it. So it really is a worthwhile organization. I always say, just for networking. That's one thing I learned is the more friends you make in the industry, It's not about cold calling and saying I'm a great songwriter. You got to listen to my stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you got to tell me why. Let's be friends. And
yeah, makes a big difference. So I know you have a couple. Oh, before you do your couple last songs,
yep.
How do people get a hold of you? What's your website?
My website is joannelurgio.com.
That's easy.
LURGIO.com. If you put Lurgio in a Google search, you'll find me. I'm on all the social medias. I'm trying. I do Facebook. I'm okay with Facebook. You can find me on Twitter at Joanne Lurgio. Still learning there, and I have my Instagram account, but probably Facebook or my website. I think website is the best streamline to get me there. My whole calendar's on there, so you can see where I'm playing. I'm getting ready to. I was working on a new album and got, like everybody else who got sick over this tough winter, had to stop it. But I'll be finishing my new album, so I'll be doing a Kickstarter. So if you go to my website, you'll see all that information. JoanneLurgio.com.
Great. Okay, well, let's hear a couple more.
All right, thank you very much.
Take my lumps when I fall. I'd be lying to say it don't hurt much at all. Most of the time I hit hard when I fall. Hit hard, so hard when I fall. I'm going with the flow, riding on the tide, drifting over the sea. Take me where I'm bound to be. I've been swept right off of my feet while trying to hold on to deep-rooted trees. The changing winds set me back on my feet. Those winds set me back on my feet. I'm going with the flow, riding on the tide, drifting over the sea. Take me where I'm bound to be. Now I don't know where I'm going. At times this frightens me. Still I trust, not knowing. 'Cause I know I'm going with the flow, riding on the tide, drifting over the sea. Take me where I'm bound to be. Yeah, I'm going with the flow, riding on the tide, drifting over the sea. Take me where I'm bound to be. Ooh, Lately, I've been wandering around, watching bridges burning down, trying to turn my luck around, picking pennies from the ground. It seems I can't find much to show when my spirit running low. Still you're here, you let me know. My pocket of fortune overflows. Got a pocket full of pennies, pennies for your thoughts, pennies for the wishing well. For days I'm running short. Our pennies sent from heaven I found along the floor. I got you and I got pennies for the candy store. Oh, tick tock, tick, life's passing by. Hold on to the hands of time. Oh, tick tock, flying high. Then lay beneath a turquoise sky. Got a pocket full of pennies, pennies for your thoughts, pennies for the wishing well. For days I'm running short. Got pennies sent from heaven I found along the floor. I got you and I got pennies for the candy store. Sugar and spice, all things nice, simple and sweet, all the riches that I need. A pocket full of pennies, pennies for your thoughts, pennies for the wishing well. For days I'm running short. I have pennies sent from heaven I found along the floor. I got you and I got pennies for the candy store. I got lots of pennies. Got you and I got pennies